a story for you, right? So, in 2009, I had an encounter with a guy on a flight to Phoenix that almost cost me my fucking job. Oh, I thought it was gonna cost me my fucking job, right? Okay, here's the story. I work for the NBA. A lot of hoop fans in here, right? Yeah. So we put on an all-star game, annually, and it kind of travels throughout the country and all that. And in 2009, it was in Phoenix. And so I was traveling out there for the All-Star game. It's actually in New York next year, so you guys get your tickets early. Gotta keep me employed over there, right? So, okay, it's 2009. I'm on my way out to Phoenix. I get to JFK, right? I got my travel bags and all that. Got my garment bag. I got my pulley. I got my little carry-on bag and all that. I'm a seasoned traveler, right? So I got my money and I checked for my ID like 19 times. You know how we do. We're all paranoid and shit, thinking we're gonna leave our IDs and all that. So I get to the airport. I gotta use the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom, taking care of my business. You know what I mean? Doing my thing. This guy walks in, right? I don't know, kind of nondescript guy, about 6'1", kind of my height, complexion, and all this shit. And so I'm using the bathroom, and he says, "Hey, my man, excuse me." And I'm like, what's up, and he's like, "Do you mind if I smoke?" I say, do I mind if you smoke? I say, damn, man, I don't mind if you smoke. I don't have anything against smokers and shit like that, but I say, this is a government building. You shouldn't be smoking in a government building. So, he started to rummage through the things that, his bags and all this. So I'm thinking, damn, I'm on business. I'm with the NBA. Man, if these people see me in here with this guy smoking, I'm gonna lose my fucking job, right? So I'm like, I'm out of there, right? So I'm out of there. I leave out the bathroom, I go across, my gate is like right across the hall from the bathroom. So I see a coworker sit down, I start talking to her, and I start telling her about this guy that was in the bathroom that asked me if he could smoke. So she like, damn, that's kind of strange. So as I'm telling her that, the fucking guy walks out of the bathroom. I'm like, damn, there his ass go right there. So he walks down, he goes down to the gate, some gate gets lost in the crowd and all that. So now, the plane is boarding, everybody's boarding the plane and all that. I'm sitting mid-plane, row 25, 27 or whatever. It's a big plane, 3 across and all this, a lot of flight attendants, all kind of shit, juice and everything. And everything, right? So I'm in my seat. When I get to my seat, there's a guy in the window already, and I have the aisle seat, and the middle seat is empty. So I get in, get my stuff in the overhead comfortably, you know what I mean? I'm kind of, getting all set up and all that. I got my drays, I got my little James Patterson book because it's an easy read and shit. So I'm going along, I'm doing my thing. So I look in the middle seat, people are getting on the plane and all that. So like everybody thinks the middle seat, the plane is getting full. I'm like, fuck, I hope no one sits in the middle seat, Knowing I'm hoping against hope because somebody's going to sit in that fucking middle seat because it's just going to happen. The plane is filling up. So people are getting on, they're getting on, so the plane is damn near full. So I look up, I'm kind of like, oh man, I got this thing. I'm gonna be like traveling out to Phoenix like with a middle seat. Middle seat empty, right? So all of a sudden I look up and it's the fucking guy from the back getting on the flight. I'm like, I'll be damned. What's the odds of that, right? So he's making his way onto the plane, and I'm looking at him, I'm checking him, I'm not making eye contact or anything, he don't see me, but I see his ass, I got him peep, right? So he's walking, he's at, about 5 rows away from me. I look up and shit like that, and then all of a sudden, he gets to like my seat, and he does the Tron move, like, oh shit, this is my seat. He points to the middle seat. So, I'm polite, I get up, I let him sit down, and, it's no big deal. So he don't recognize me, I don't recognize him. I hope he don't recognize me, right? So the rest of the flight, as far as, the preparation and all that, the safety, put the seatbelt on and all that shit and all that is, it's routine, the story really happens when we get up in the air and the beverage service starts, right? So the beverage service starts, and I want to get me a drink too, but I'm on business, so I'm trying to be cool. I've got like the VP of HR like 2 rows behind me. I got the damn commissioner, deputy commissioner sitting up there. So it's kind of a business and civilian flight. So we're all on here. So the guy sits down. I order, like a ginger ale. He orders like a vodka, like a little Sky vodkas. The ones in the blue bottle and shit. I think they give him 2. So he drinks it and all that. So, I don't know if the guy's nervous or whatever, but, he starts to 10 minutes later, he's getting all fidgety and shit like this. So it's a young lady sitting behind me with the young girl traveling with her. So the liquor must have this guy now. So he's actually sitting in the chair on his knees, turned around like he's a fucking roly-poly or something, trying to talk to this girl. And I'm really surprised that the girl is entertaining what he has to say. So I'm like, he's spilling over into my seat. I'm like, wow, this is really fucked up, I got all these people over here, like my co-workers craning and looking at me like, what the fuck's going on over there? It's just not every day that you see a grown-ass man stand up, turn around, right? So the guy's going through this whole thing, right? So he's going through the whole thing. So he finally sits down and calms down. I'm like, wow, this is fucking great. He's gonna calm down. So he flags the flight attendant again. He gets a couple more vodkas. I'm like, damn. So he gets the vodka, he knocks those out, right? So I'm like, wow, this guy's really gonna start acting up now. And I'm like, the last time I was in a situation when I was like, with somebody that I didn't know, I was on my way from Detroit to Minnesota on a bus. And I ended up, sitting next to some guys that got drunk, and my ass ended up in jail in Hammond, Indiana. So I'm thinking, wow, here I go again. So the guy drinks the other 2 vodkas, it's another 5 minutes. And so unbeknownst to me at first, the guy in the window is traveling with him. And then there's a guy in front of him, this big ass burly guy, gold gym lifting guy, lifting and shit like this. So the guy taps me, I'm like, damn, gotta take the drays off and all that. I'm like, yo, what's up? Can I use the bathroom? I'm like, okay, cool. So he goes to the bathroom. When he goes to the bathroom, I use this time to talk to his guy. I'm like, hey, what's wrong with your friend? What's going on with this guy, man? Is he nervous or what's going on? He's like, man, I don't know, and all. So he's trying to distance himself from the guy. So he has his head against the window. He's nodding out and shit. So the guy comes back. He sits down. So then, okay, he said, hey, you want a drink? I said, nah, man, I'm good, So he said, would you buy me one? I said, I'm not buying you a drink. So he flags the flight attendant. She comes back, she's like, oh no, you having too much fun over here. I'm gonna cut you off. So she cuts him off, right? So now he's cut off. He's fidgety and shit. He don't know what to do with himself. He needs a drink. So, right? So 10 minutes later, James Patterson interrupted again. My little short chapters and shit, you know what I mean? So he's like, he goes to the bathroom, right? So this time he's going a little longer. He comes back, he's all like fucking shit, cheesing like a chess cat. He has 2 things of Sky vodka, knocking him and shit like this. I got it. So what he did was he went to the back and he played the flight attendant in the back. So she didn't know that the one in the front had cut him off. So now he got 2 vodkas more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like his 6 fucking vodka. So he's on the plane and he's just fucking fidgety. Every 5 minutes, tap, 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 my Dre being interrupted. Tap, 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 my Warren G being interrupted. I'm like, okay, man. So another 5 minutes go by. The guy asked me one more time, can I use the bathroom? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, damn. So this time he's gone for a little while. Right, so I'm sitting there thinking, damn, I hope he fell out in the bathroom. Right? So he comes back, and as he's coming back, I got a sensitive nose, I smell the smoke. I'm like, I'll be damned, he smelled like a chimney. He came back, I said, I'll be damned, you smoked? He was like, no, I didn't smoke. I said, yes, you did. And people are looking around and shit like this, so I'm kind of scooting him in the chair so he can sit his ass down, because people looking at me like giving me the, the googly eyes and all that, like, Thaddeus, what the fuck's going on over there, right? So he sits down and he puts his head in between his legs, right? And he puts his earphones on. Shit, about 5 minutes, about 30 seconds later, you hear Nurse Ratchet coming down here. Boom, 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 boom. Where's he at? Where's he at? Shit, I said, he's right here. Pointing to him. He had his head in between his legs, so I gave him a knock on the head. She knocking on the head. He pulls the earphone out like, oh, what's going on? She had a piece of paper. She threw it at him. She said, don't ever do that again. So the piece of paper fell to the ground. I picked it up. It was like an FAA violation for smoking on a fucking plane. So I'm thinking, okay, fuck, now I gotta find another job. When I get off this plane, I'm for sure fired. Because I know, he looking like me. They don't know if the guy's with me or not. It's a mixed plane. All black guys look alike. So, what the fuck? I'm really in trouble here, right? So, we're about a half hour out from Phoenix, and I'm just like, put the book up, the Dre's went up, I'm just comatose, right? I'm just sitting here walking my mental balance beam and shit like that, I don't know whether to fall to the sanity side or to the insanity side. I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next, right? So the flight attendant to my, I guess she was heaven sent. She came, she said, "Sir, you've got to move," because we were sitting in an exit row. And she said, "You're inebriated, so you're unable to assist." So I'm like, thank God. So they moved together, right? So the half hour out to Phoenix is fucking great. So, they're not turning the electronics off and all that, so now it's just me and, Aaron Cross, you know what I mean? I'm just like doing my thing. So the flight lands, uneventful, I get off the flight, I make it to the baggage claim, and there's this group of fucking executives waiting there for me. I'm like, oh shit. I've been with the NBA enough to know that they will turn your ass around and send you home in a heartbeat. Here you go, thanks for coming, you know what I mean? So, I see them, and I start to regale them with my story, and they're like, wow, that's some crazy shit. We didn't know what was going on over there. But I'm distancing myself I'm making shit up. I'm like, nope, all him, all him, all him. All him, all him. So they said, okay, fine, right? So they leave, they get their bags, and I see another young lady. So I said, "Hey, Reagan, how are you?" She's like, "Oh, great." I said, "I didn't see you on the flight." She said, "Yeah, I was in the back." I said, "How was your flight?" She said, "It was great until about a half hour before we landed." I was like, "What happened?" She said, "Fuck, man, you would never believe. They moved this guy next to me. He smelled like smoke. He was drunk, and he was talking about, 'Baby, you want some of this Puerto Rican thing?' I was like, for real?" She said, "Man, I'll tell you, had I not been working, I would have fucked him up. I'm telling you." So she said, "If I ever see the guy again in my life, it'll be too soon." I'm like, shit, there he is right there. So the guy's walking off, and his friends are kind of behind him. Obviously, they see everybody from the plane, and they're kind of embarrassed as fuck. I would be too. So we kind of kicked the pleasantries and all that. She went her way, and I got on the shuttle going down to the hotel, and it just dawned on me. I was like, wow, I'm so glad that that these people had a chance to even talk and hear my story, because sometimes they don't care. They will just fire your ass like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So anyway, the event went well. I didn't see the guy again. He's lucky I didn't see his face. You know what I'm saying? And but it was just the most amazing thing in the world. I didn't fly a lot during the 70s, so I don't know the last time people smoked on a plane. But believe it or not, in 2009, this fucker did.